Alrighty, so I actually think we're good. I think we are good to go. And it's been a little bit since I have done a Loomian stream, right? Just a little bit. Da, 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 Alright, let me go ping everyone in my Discord server real quick. Everyone, live for LL hunting. Alright, hello. What is up? I need to grab like the stuff I use to hunt with. That's probably a good idea. How are you gonna stream snipe as you hunt? Oh no. Yeah, it has sure been a little bit, huh? Since I have sat down to do some hunting. Speaking of which, I should probably... What is the point of this box? That's the real question. It's just a bunch of titans. Is there any point to this box? It's not PLZA. I'm hunting for Gamma Noli. This box is pointless. Gotcha. Yeah, if this box is pointless, I'll move everything. What the? What is that? Why is it there? Okay, let me move. What is the point of these? Bruh. Is this a shiny? No? Oh my god, what is the point of this? There's like 80% of this box is pointless. I don't think I hunted that much in the last couple years. Or last couple events. I just think Metronet, and I don't really think Gamma Noli specifically is a funny barb setter. I think just maybe in general Metronet's a funny barb setter. Alright, that's just in case we go over the limit. We're probably gonna go for 2 hours today. Probably. I played it a little bit last night. I think it's fine, Cooper. I don't know if it's like anything super duper impressive, but I have yet to... I died really early every time we did it. You don't have to use roamings. Tired. To replace roamings, something like Protagon, you could use... I mostly just use it to set up hazards and be funny with Augment, though there's better hazard setters. If you want to do that. I'm trying to remember other roamers. I know I used Gargolem Attack. You could use like an Imperia to replace that if you wanted to. You wanted an Alpha but got the Gamma one? Dang. Is Alpha better though? That's the real question. I don't know, I think the red is really good. That's fair, it is black and white. What is that? Oh, going for top 100? Top 100's not hard to get. If I wanted to, yeah, I could get it. It wouldn't be difficult. I'll say it now, like, Loomian Legacy is probably the easiest creature capture game to play in PvP. It's not hard. Like, Loomian's not a hard game. Top 100's not difficult. It's literally just like, do you want to lose your sanity? Because it's not hard to get there. It's just Loomian PvP sometimes just is rage-inducing. If you're struggling with Delu on a Thunderstorm, that is a little bit of a trickier one to figure out. If you wanted to, you could run something like Doku that's immune to the water moves. If you wanted to. Doodle World's harder, that is what I said. Like, Loomian is in a spot where there's really only two superly overpowered things that are allowed in ranked right now, which is Gargoyle Attack and Inferior. And everything else is kind of balanced at the moment. But it just sucks because a lot of the game is stally. Like, it's just a lot of bulky install stuff. I think it's iffy on Wind and Heat Wave, personally. And maybe Fog. I think it's only really good on Thunderstorm and Rain, in all honesty. Maybe Nymph. There are other games that I do like, and I've done stuff like Voxel Blade. I've done streams on other games. I have done other stuff. There's potential. I mean, Luminami is still a little too strong. I think it's in a way better spot than it was before, though. Could you imagine if we had the Luminami's Power Napper of before with restrictive armor now? You know how cracked that would be? That'd be busted. Why would you want to get a Boots very nimble Tatab, though? I don't know about that one. You could just do nimble. You could just do nimble boots with, like, nimble Brody boots. You have the higher speed set than Delu anyway. I think Sponge is more iffy on Heatwave, personally. Kind of the same, Jax. If JX, I'm just going to get Jax. I feel like it's the same thing for me right now. I was debating if I wanted to get on and actually stream hunting. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I wanted to play a different game, but I got... I didn't feel like asking people. So... yeah, that was funny. But... I felt like I needed to just do some Loomian because it has been a while since I've actually done Loomian Legacy. I did, I tried it where I tried doing it. Like, I tried, no, I think it was Brawn Boost Harv, and I literally lost my mind. It was like a, maybe like 5 something days ago. I literally lost my mind. That is like, that's like the best way to describe it. Like, I was not having a good time. It was not fun. Give it to Zertai, who lost his Gamma Metro. Do 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 do. Mm-hmm. Oh, sharding. Okay, that makes more sense. Spinebreaker Sponge. I like the immunity, but I think Spinebreaker's also good. I mean, it's more so a thing tired of just... There's a weird, like... I feel like there's 3 phases of a battle. If that makes sense. There's like the beginning where it's kind of like just get your opening. It's kind of like, it's like chess in a way. You get your opening going, and then during the opening you kind of get a read on what your opponent likes to do. Like a lot of the time in a battle, like let's say this for example, if my opponent does like an early prediction or does something like that, then it's very obvious that they like to overpredict and try to go for plays. So at any point when there's a play that could be made, you kind of just take advantage of the fact that they're going to go for it. If that makes sense. You just have to get a read on people. That's all. The thing is, it's funny because a lot of the time when I'm battling, I always end up calling out exactly what move they're going to go for after I click the button. Like, after I click it. It's funny because even if it is like someone that goes for like a really unorthodox play that doesn't make any sense, I'll still call it out. And it's like, they're going to do this because this makes sense. And then it happens. And then I just never take advantage of it. It's funny. This game, I feel like, Loomian, in my opinion, out of all the creature capture games, is the easiest one to predict people in. I don't know. It never had it tired. It never had Mega Chomp. Like, Loomian just feels like... Oh, wait, I forgot. To be more optimal with this, you run the Kiego saddle, because you get 2 hitboxes. No, it does not make it just as powerful as Mega Chomp. It does not. Not at all. Not even close. Let me check. I believe Chomp is 45 base power, which like 50% of that is 22.5, which would boost your power up to 67.5, I believe. Yeah, which is not close. It's close-ish to Mega Chomp, but I did not get the thing, no. Oh gosh, a restrictive armor erupted on with scorching skin. Oh goodness. That could work. It could. Dun 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 dun. Zumbido's only good if you can call out sucker punches, I feel like. Other than that, Zumbido can feel kind of useless sometimes. Like, Zumbido's one of those Loomians that requires perfect gameplay to use well. Not really, Wolfie. I don't know. The only thing I really want out of this event is Gamma Noli. That's pretty much it. That or I could get my own Gamma Nevermare, which would be funny. Restrictive Armor Waba. I want to try something like that. I want to try more things on my Wobblisk. Maybe I should do a hunt for pure robust Wobblisk in the Christmas event, Gamma Waba. That'd be something that I would want to go for. Specifically because, if people don't know, Simon is actually robust frail, so it has slightly less damage on driving force. I want to do that. I like robust more than clever. Just personally, from personal experience, I like robust more. Because you can just bitter cold range attackers to get your range defense. I've always preferred robust. It also means less damage from tricky tactics. Yes, the very relevant move. You spam Horn Dash, you then counterstand / poise and hit something for super effective. I mean, that's just people being bad. Like, it's literally so simple to outplay a Sumabito. It's not difficult. It's really not. Year 1, Season 1 balance patch. So Jamie's going back in time. That's how powerful he is. You'd think it'd be Year 2, Season 1, but no, I guess he goes back in time. If Sumabito is getting good results, I think it just further cements my theory of Loomian legacy players are just kind of bad. I feel like. It makes sense that Sumabito would be strong though. Like I feel like its only niche that should be viable would just be Horn Dashy spamming and then occasionally getting off a double beat on stuff. That's pretty much the only thing I'd say. Just because if you can, like, if you play a perfect game, then if you run counter stance and counterpoise, then you don't have stab moves. I don't know. That's just me. I feel like it's not difficult to call out when people are going to go for a sucker punch. Or something like that. I mean, Exo, at that point, it's just a mind game. And I guarantee you 80% of the time, they're just going to click counter stance twice, and then they're going to hit you. It's either like, they either click it once, and then like, oh crap, well I'm just going to click the neutral move. Though I feel like at any point in the game, like, if you're, let's say like Ferroglyph versus Sumabito is a very, very, very good comparison that I can give. Like, that's a very, very good one. Now, Sumabito versus Ferroglyph, they are both Loomians that can one-shot each other, right? Like, Ferroglyph can one-shot with Psycho Blast, Sumabito can one-shot with Parasitize or Counterpoise. So, when you think about that, what move would you click on the first turn, right? Would you click a Peace of Mind / Hasten with Ferroglyph to boost yourself to guarantee the one-shot on the Sumabito? Or would you go for the hit and hope that the Sumabito does not go for a counter stance or something like that? It's literally just a mind game at that point. That's what Sumabito is. It's a mind game, Loomian. That's all it is. And if you go with the obvious route of just spamming like counterpoise, counter stance, Horn Dashi, you just go with that super obvious route, then yeah, you're probably going to get results. Because it's not... Like, Sumabito is not a hard Loomian to use. It's just... It's a mind game. That's all it is. It's literally just the King Gambit 50-50. Pharaoh never stays in, though? Well, that's a hypothetical. Like, both Loomians can one-shot each other, right? Both of them can. But will Sumabito go for Parasitize or Counterpoise? You have to think about that. Plot twist, bulk up, Pharaoh lives a hit. It's idiosyncratic. Hold on. You're so right. You're so right. Why is my game crashing? Does anyone else see this? Hello, random. Hello? What is going on? Why do I have 2,000 ping? Hello? Oh my god. Watch this judgment. Oh god. Oh, I guess I could try Drudge Ferroglyph today, right? Because it did get that. Go ahead. I go with like Drudge, Rogue Assault, Earthquake, Judgment, probably. Oh, are you only Bug Stab on Counterpoise? Are you only Counterpoise Bug Stab? Ah, so you're really playing the Sucker Punch game. Me personally, though, I just ball and hit the Sumabito immediately. Again, it's more of a thing of like, what has the guy been doing for the entire game, right? Power Focus Pharaoh, mixed set. Oh god. It's funny that if you use a priority move, like, let me think of one funny little Quick Pounce Gloves Very Brawny Zeppelin. That sounds hilarious. Just bring in an air type. I mean, yeah. I mean, Sumbito is not difficult to counter. It's just the problem with bringing in an air type is the fact that they're just gonna click Horn Dashi, and then you just take damage on your one thing that counters Sumbito. Again, that's where the mind game comes in. Sumbito is only good if you get every call right. Other than that, it kind of just flip-flops there. I mean, the easiest result to get out of Sumbito, which makes it an easy Loomian to use, is just specialty gloves with Horn Dashi. That's it. That's literally all you do. Like, that is the easiest way to use Sumbito. It's the easiest result, and it's just free. You just click Horn Dashi. And if they have a spirit type, you just don't bring Sumbito. I don't think Ferroglyph needs priority, though. Like, what priority move would he even get? That's the real question. Again, yeah, it also has Judge and Hasten, so it's like, it doesn't need anything else. Quick Punch? What's it punching with? Its tiny little fingernails? I think more hazard distribution is nice. Honestly, I do enjoy the fact that there's more damage being thrown into Loomian. I'm not gonna lie. Now, look, this might just be me, but I personally don't think Gargolem attack is super busted. I think the one thing you could do to nerf it would be to get rid of Rogue Assault. But outside of that, I don't need... I don't think that it's super broken. I actually think it's fine. Just because... Like, if I'm hitting something, like like with Berserk, it actually feels like Gargolem has 165 attack and range attack. But if it doesn't have Berserk, it hits like a wet noodle. Like there's literally no in between. You either give it the 50% damage boost and it actually feels like it does damage, or you just don't do damage. Like look, if I get like 60% on, let me think. I'm trying to think about a good example here. What's a good example? 60%, no, like, I don't know. Like, if I'm getting 60% off of a neutral hit with Berserk, that feels like it's doing 165. But then you need to remember that it's like, oh, wait. Berserk, I don't know. Like, I would rather, I'm fine with how much damage it does. I'm just glad we got something like, I'm glad we got something like Imperior and like Gargolem Attack, because those are kind of just good starts to making the game more fun for people that like offense. Because, like, everyone knows, I feel like the game is stall. Like, there's a lot of stall that's been going around recently, and it's just genuinely unfun. And just bulky playstyles are just never fun. I've always enjoyed blowing people up with strong moves, but a lot of the time, if I want to get, like, ranked up and stuff, I always end up just having to go revert back to some kind of, like, bulky stall. Not really stall. I never really do, like, full stall, but I have done semi-stall before. Kind of play styles. The meta is not going to shift from semi-stall to hyper offense. I mean, it might just, the two things, that's the thing, like, Jamie introduced 2 strong wall breakers, and everyone's freaking out about it. I think that's fine. I think that's honestly fine. Metas should be changing. Like, there should be no reason. Like, look. There should be no unviable playstyle, but there should be playstyles that are worse. Like, stall, for example. No one likes fighting it. And it is just... I don't think there... Genuinely... There's not a single soul that actually likes stall. Just personally. I just don't think there's anyone that actually... I don't know. I don't think anyone actually likes playing it. They play it to win. You play stall to win the game. Right? Because it's a consistent way to win, because you're not taking damage and you chip them down slowly. But ever since we've been getting more distribution towards leaning we're getting more distribution leaning toward offensive play styles. It's making the stall and stuff like that a lot worse and not as strong. Like, I believe, what was it, Elsu? I think he left Loomian after Luminami got nerfed and hasn't really come back ever since then. And the meta has become a lot more offensive ever since he left. And yeah. I mean, problem is Exo. People confuse stall with surviving more than one hit. Yeah, he was a D1 staller. He was a D1 staller. The 20k Zacian on release day. But the thing is, there's a difference between stalling and living a hit. Like, something like what Exo's saying, Rageful Plushie, Hasten Whippledrift, if it survives one hit, that's not stall. That is surviving a hit to be offensive, right? That's the whole point of Rageful Plushie. But something, let's say like a Florant, right? A base Florant. Its whole existence is to stall you, right? Its whole existence is to stall you. So it surviving hits and then healing afterwards while dealing damage. Like, stalling is surviving a hit and then getting chip damage afterwards. And then healing. And then healing. You know? That's stall. But getting a setup into a Rageful Plushie, like, a good one is Oculos. That's a good one. Oculos, that's not stall. That is not a stall. Rageful Plushie, Clutch, Accelerate, Pronsu. That's not stall, right? You're surviving a hit and then sweeping. It's not stall. Himber? Well, Himber doesn't have stall utility. Himber is just there to tank a hit and then throw out damage or have utility. Like, there's difference between utility and stall utility. Stall utility is like something like poison, sap plant, pestilence, quicksand. I guess Kimber does have quicksand, but I digress. Gardrone. Oh no. Gardrone is such a tragic case of an offensive Loomian with so much potential, but is just walled by anything called a fire type. I say Obelisk is stall because it blocks pivot. You can build it into stall, yeah. Like, that's another solid example, right? Obelisk has quicksand, it has sap plant, it has options of healing, right? As slumber, like it can stall. Yeah, it can. No, it won't, Cooper. Kind of. It's weird because when it gets Elemental Burst, all it does is help it hit Spirit. That's literally all Elemental Burst is gonna do. Do not open chat. Oh no, I'm gonna open it. My inner eyelid? Hello? People are not real. I mean, regift can be stall or anti-stall. I mean, either you're using it to prevent status moves on your side of the field from going up, or no, it's pretty much it. Like, both stall and anti-stall can use regift. I mean, there's no real issue between them, right? It's just like, again, I need to mention this again. The Loomian community, like, if a Pokemon pro player played Loomian for 1 month, they would be #1. If they learned the meta, learned how things worked, they would 100% be the best player. I guarantee you. Like, Loomian is not a hard game, and the skill ceiling to actually get into Loomian is not hard at all. Like, the game is easy. Again, Exo, that's just people being bad. That further cements my point that Loomian players are just bad. I swear. Like, bad... Oh, no. I see you. I know you're lurking. I can see you. I see you. I see you, Ifero. I'm watching. Oh no. I'm about to get to my pitying. It's definitely not him. Yeah. You're right. It's wait, no. It's not Ifero. You're right. It's definitely not Ifero. You're right. You're right. It's not Ifero. I don't see what Lucky Mocho has to do with any of this. Oh my gosh, pity in... Never mind. Alpha Mochibi won before my pity. What would my pity have been? Ugworm. I should try the forest. The rolls there are way better. Okay. Let me grab these. What? Ventation? The ventation buffs are barely gonna do anything. Like, the ventation buffs are, like, non-existent. Wow, look at that. What a good start to the Halloween area. Okay. There's clearly something going on here. Haunted Woods, I think, has some different RNG. So, Odiaga's not coming back. I'm sorry. I mean, the 30% damage boost and the damage buff gonna be on Geyser is going to be helpful in terms of, like, its damage. But again, that doesn't solve anything with Ventation. How do you, like, here's the problem. How do you differentiate Ventation from Luminami and Tsukame, right? What does Ventation really do, right? I personally think Ventation's gonna be really, really good when Rocky Helmet's a thing. Like that, it's gonna be cracked with Rocky Helmet. Hello, Obscured. Hello, Isaac. Has battering ram. I mean, again, I do not think there's literally any reason to use a Ventation if there's Luminami and Tsukame, right? Like, Ventation is only going to be good when Rocky Helmet is introduced. And even then, it's still going to struggle. I think it's kind of cool that it's getting something with Heat Wave. But I personally think it should just get fire coverage. And just give Ventation the fire typing. Just give Ventation the fire typing and then give it fire moves. Just do that. Yes, dust gets real. No, Ventation, like, here's the thing. Not every bulky water type needs pivot. That's the thing. I think it should just become a fire type. Just give it the fire typing. Why not, dude? Give it the fire typing, then give it some fire moves. That could be cool. You give it Raging Flame, you get Fire Breath, Flare Blast. You could do some cool things with Ventation. Yeah, Mean Spirited buff to 50%. You know, Isaac, I was talking about this earlier, and I really like the fact that Jamie is adding more offensive boosting abilities and just buffing old ones as well. You know, the water type for Heat Wave doesn't resist water. Okay. I don't know. I think that fire could be a cool typing for it, because then it could have, like, insanely strong. It could have water move in Heat Wave and fire move in Heat Wave. Like, that's pretty cracked. But back to what I was saying. I like that Jamie is adding stronger ways of dealing damage in this game. Because, not gonna lie, bulky play... I talked about this earlier for a while. But bulky playstyles in this game have been too good for too long. They have been too good for too long. Actually, wait. I don't need to put... I can just put Alpha Kabunga. Because it's the only one here. Hello, Dario. Want to know something that makes me kind of annoyed? Real quick. I know this is kind of off topic. But let me go look for this thing real quick. If my scroll wheel would go down, thank you. Is this one? Nope. Why are they... Wait, why is everything here white? What happened? Did it delete my old background? I guess it did. RIP. Don't know where that thing went. But, look at this. What does this say, guys? 25% more fire damage, right? Whoa. Whoa. Now let me find the thing that I wanted to complain about. I want to look for it. I want to find it without having to search it so I don't spoil anything. But I guess I'm going to have to... I guess I have to. Can I just say, it's the same ability. Please. Please differentiate them. Please do something. Differentiate them. Do something that's not the same ability. I don't know. I feel like Pyro could have some kind of benefit to it, you know? I think Snowburst Imperior should keep going for a little bit. And then if it's still too good, yeah, do the Pitch Black idea. But I honestly just think that the amount of damage that is being thrown around is okay. You know, it's okay. The meta will adapt and they'll figure things out to beat the said things that are really strong right now. But it's just overwhelming right now because of just the amount of damage that's being thrown around. That's just a bad idea, Exo. That's just a bad idea. Personally. Like, both of your offenses being boosted by 50%, I don't know. That's kind of a recipe for disaster. I understand that Lyrica does not have a melee attack stat, but I think you should just focus on one side. I guess Berserk does kind of exist, right? Just a flat 50% damage boost. But I guess I was thinking of like Surrogate and stuff. Like ability swaps. You could abuse that. Lyricat huge power. Dude, if they ever add huge power, you know I'm doing Dorogo, right? Okay, the Halloween side seems to be good because I'm getting stuff. What's vicious again? Is that the poison makes your moves do 50% more damage? I think it is. Okay, yeah. Vicious is basically Berserk, but you get poisoned. Wait. Yeah, that's funny. It's just Berserk, but you can get poisoned. Oh my god. I guess you also get to use your support moves as well. So it's not exactly a Berserk. Oh, you know what that calls for? Oh, you know what that calls for me to do now, guys? Impose Nemesis with Poison Fang into Goggles Dregadine. Hey, let's go. Let's go. 2 dark air types on the same team. Type overlap. People are going to be freaking out. I wouldn't care if it's not balanced, Exo. I just want more damage to be thrown around. Vicious Boots Pronsu. I'd go the next step and just use very smart Goggles Vicious, Isaac. I'd want to see that damage. Imagine how much Shell Shrapnel would do. It would do so much damage that Sponged Okamori couldn't take it. Counterpoise gets boosted by Vicious. You're so right. Oh my god, we found Shrimpost's only viable build. We found it. You go Impose Nemesis. Or you just do like Poison Fang. Oh yeah, the Poison Fang idea. Wait, did I misspell Kabunga? Oh. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Okay. Did I miss my stun? Am I that garbage? Am I actually that garbage? Does this thing flail? I forget, does this thing flail? I think it does. Oh, crap. Okay, well, I should get it, right? What's cool? I mean, it is just a Gamma guy. I guess I'll just throw Ghost Trap. It doesn't look awful. I don't think I have Cold Discs. What the? Oh, shoot. Y'all, I'll throw 1 Cold Disc. I'll throw 1 Cold Disc. Do I have Cold Discs? Bruh. Oh my god, I need to grind the freaking Christmas event. Oh my god. Look at me. I'm great at this. I agree, Isaac. I think, like, they just need to change something about the text. I think maybe if you change the text back to being white as it was before, I think that would look a little bit better. Personally, I think it just looked better. That's an out of context quote. Hill. What Ivy? What, not Ivies. What UPs did we get? Oh my gosh. 28 energy. What a dub. I think they made it pretty much just to make it more clear what the status is. Right? I was just about to mention that, Isaac. Days becoming a status would be really funny for gambling. You get dazed and then you just you go for like ill will or something. It's good, Josh, it's good. Well, Daniel, if Gargoyle base ever actually gets a niche, then yeah. I don't think Slivice is actually gonna get Poison Heal. I think that was just a joke. Parasol does good damage. I don't know what you were doing then. I think Parasol does fine damage. Or are you just trying to use an offensive dark type on the melee side when Soulburst Superior is right there? Kind of a your fault moment. Josh, I think you can also understand this. Getting done with ranked for showcasing is actually angelic. Why'd you Mega Chomp? Just Wave Wrecker. I feel like you should just Wave Wrecker there. Luminami? Nope. Click it anyway. It's worth the risk. Brawn Boost Blaze of Glory Volcanic Krakaloa. Oh my god. The humble Luminami. Dude, wouldn't it be really funny? What if they banned Luminami for a season? Oh my god. That'd be so funny to see what would happen. Hello, Bullet. Ban Luminami for 1 season. See what happens. Ban the water typing for 1 season. Oh my god. That'd be funny. I don't need a hydrate one. I already have one. It is a cool idea, Josh. Problem is, trying to use Swiffin in singles is a horrible idea. It's just a bad idea. It's kind of sad how, like, mediocre the fire type is offensively sometimes just because of the existence of Luminami. Why would Rageful Plushie Bequeath Wiki be bad? I just realized something. Wait a minute. Oh my god, I want to try something now. Oh, I know what I'm doing today for a showcase. I just had an idea, Exo. You just gave me an idea. Did my game crash or something, or did I find something so obscenely rare that never mind. I have a crazy idea for what I want to do for a showcase. Exo, you gave me an idea for Mudslide Wiki, Rageful Plushie, and then you bequeath onto Protagon with specialty boots. So you outspeed everything, and then you just click Dart Burst. Not all of them toast. And then you know the best part about it? You make sure you're Shade Pearl so you can survive an attack from Soulburst Imperior after you Mudslide once. And then you bequeath and go into Protagon that's actually replicate and not analyze. So then you get Ace. So then you have your Ace boosted Dart Burst at +2 that always hits 10 times. No, Eat. We don't know. I'm gonna do that today. That sounds fun. It's not tech, it's a genuine strategy. Trust. It works. Hello, Diane. I'm good. They're all bringing their Sob Gravestones. No! Please. Please. Can't have Rage Motion and Shade Pearl at the same time? I completely forgot about that. There's a counter team and you can just win. Well, you're a hacker for one, so. Doesn't Teish Unit sharpen? Yeah, it could also do the same thing, where you sharpen and then you bequeath, but that's more so Kirillin. Bequeath is funny, especially with accuracy boosts. You want Gobademic to get Substitute and Sap Plant. Favorite and least favorite new Mega? My favorite Mega is Chandelure. And I can't say that Starmie is my least favorite because you can't really say that. It's just funny. But I think I would probably do that anyway because it's just Starmie but taller. Got them legs, exactly. I never really, I don't, why does Starmie have, why does Starmie just Patrick Star? Hello, Arya. Dorogo has Scapegoat. Yeah, I mean, Saplant, Dorogo. No. No. Dude, I freaking love Dorogo. He's so freaking cool. I love Dorogo. Wait. I have another ace user to pair with Dorogo now, with Soulburst Imperior. Oh my god. Dude, Dorogo, my all-time favorite Loomian. Alright, Josh. The door is on the left. You can leave. Cedric can run Mudside to bequeath -1 accuracy. Yes, because Anomaly is the only ability that it has. Well, I mostly just said Starmie because there's no Mega that I hated. I liked them all. They were cool. Like, every Mega was cool. Maybe like for Alligator, maybe. It literally just got a mouth on its, like, as a scarf, I think. I just don't hate any of the new Megas. I think all Megas are really, really cool. Now, if we need to talk about my least favorite Pokemon in that entire generation... I don't need to mention anything. Judging by the laugh, Vesperatu. You're so right. Well, the thing is, Josh, you have to... Josh, every time you're fighting a Loomian, you have to assume that it has everything to beat you. You have to. You can't just be like, it won't have this. I do it all the time, and it never works. It like works like 80% of the time, and then the other 20% I just die. Well, at that point, you might have just played bad. Katone is this game's Pachirisu. Did you run Archaic, Pearl? People don't beat you. No one wants to fight you. Oh, man. No one wants to fight you, Bullet. I'm sorry. Who's my finds this event? I can go pull it up. Hold on. If they ever... Listen, Ifro, if you're still out there, don't add fur fruit to this game. I will crash out. Here are my finds. There you go. Rules? I think I disabled that. Does it still work? It better not work. I turned it off. Augment Cleone when? Oh no. Does Dorogo have augment? Wait, wasn't Dorogo the Loomian that got augment? I forget. Who got augment first? Oh, right. The move was Ancient Instinct. Dude. Ancient... I got a text message. Who's this? Oh. Hold on. How much time is left in my boost? Alright. Use replicate elevate on every team? For why? For why? Something happened? Oh no, my grandma needs to go to the store. That's it. I just told her that I'll be done in a little bit. I need to finish my boost. I'm going to the store. She'll be fine. I have to... I go with her, so... When I finish my boost, I'll go. What did Dak even really hit with Venom Slash that it cared about? I guess it was neutral coverage against plant and water, right? Like, what did Dak really hit with Venom Slash that made it so strong? I guess it made it so... I'm trying to think, like, what did it care? Oh, Lashent. Lashent, right, Lashent. No, I don't think it fell off. I don't think it fell off. I just think... I honestly don't think it should have lost Venom Slash. Just me personally. You could have just ran Dokomori. But... I don't think it should have ever lost it. The problem is, Exo, if something gets nerfed, people just immediately assume it's actual garbage. Like actual garbage. That's the thing. I don't really know why. Like, if something gets nerfed, people just throw it to the side and it's like, oh, it's actually terrible now. Right? Like, look, Soulburst Imperior got nerfed and people are still using it. Not a great example, but that is an example, right? Like, Zulong lost Fire Breath and now everyone is like, this is genuine trash. But if you're basically just using it like if it was during Sephirite, you know? Yeah, WikiWiki's another good example. Like, it may have lost compliant, but it still, like, works. It's still good. Go for it, Thunder. Sephirite good? The Sephirite meta was... I started playing around the Sephirite meta. It's been a long time, though. What I remember for the Sephirite meta, like, when I played, was, like... the competition between Tyrex, Garbantis, and Hunter. And Hunter was just busted. I remember watching a video of Jamie. He was like, heavy armor, very robust eventation was like the counter to Hunter. I think. It was a long time ago, though. Thaumin is... okay, Thaumin. Okay. Let me say this. Thaumin. Okay, let's do this. Thaumin. Thaumin, Land Torch, I do not think are actually that bad. I do not think they are that bad. I think that they have just become harder to use. Because Dahmen is still good. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you are gonna run them, right? If you're gonna run freaking what? I completely forgot what I was talking about. Dominant Land Torch, you could just slot in a Munch Wheel, you know? Because then it's like if hazards go up, you just benefit from it, right? But if there's no hazards, you don't care, right? Like, I think that just sounds good, right? Like, Land Torch slash Dahmen, and then you just add a Munch Wheel into the team, you immediately have a way to just easily punish the fact that hazards ever go up, you know? What's the fog becoming again? Psychic terrain with chip. What does that mean? What does that mean? Like, it does chip damage over time? That'd be cool. Or do I catch Gargs? I'm not catching Gargs. I'm just looking at it. See if it's a secret ability. I forgot that they got a second ability, and I forgot Garland Base is genuinely useless. No priority move, chip damage to non-light, spirit, dark, and lights. Oh, that's cool. I guess, like, how exactly do you take chip damage in fog, though? I guess it's like, I'm so scared! And you start having like a heart attack, you know? Spirits are sapping the life away? Or no? The chip is gone? Okay, good. Gargoyle base is worse than Tawny. I don't care. It's just psychic terrain. I'm gonna assume. Outburst doesn't hit everything on the field, no. Fog should not give you a double team bullet. Calm yourself. Okay, gotcha. So, hold on, Thunder. I'm just trying to do other stuff. Oof. What a tragedy. That looks annoying. Definitely looks annoying. Coconut Bomb becoming collision course? Whoa. Dude, that means you can actually use Coconut Bomb Sea Drake. Oh, shoot. Apparition, Plunge, Undermine, Submerge. Trying to think of others. I don't think there's any other 2-turn moves right now. Solar Punch, that's another one. Submerge Luminami doesn't exist. Hey, no, it's real. It's just you don't want it to exist. Though you're never going to use Solar Punch is the sad part. It is kind of sad how much Loomian's Luminami kind of just invalidates, right? Every offensive light type it invalidates. Every offensive fire type it invalidates. Every offensive spirit. Not spirit, because spirits get every dark move in the game. Yes, those suck, Bullet, definitely. I just personally think that for a game like Loomian, there needs to be more offensive stuff. Like, the abilities need to have higher damage things. Because, like, look, Pyro... Think about this real quick. Loomian Legacy's Stab, plus the ability of Burning Rage / Pyro, because they're the exact same ability, that gives you Pokemon Stab, right? Like, it takes you an ability and then something else to get what Pokemon... It's just... Meh. Just kind of sucks. Why we need Ace Soulburst Imperior? We have Ace Soulburst Imperior though. I know it technically doesn't. I know, like, technically the damage boost is a little bit bigger. I think because it's multiplicative. It's like you get slightly more damage out of it. But that doesn't help. What is Dig in this game? Undermined. No, Isaac, it would definitely... not Isaac. Josh, it would definitely help. It would definitely help because... then something like Land Torch could use Flare. Like, offensive light types actually get to play the game, right? Instead of having to worry about Luminami and plant types, they just have to worry about plant types. We do not have the Dig Earthquake reaction, or interaction, no. Yeah, Fire and Toxic, Exo. No, it's a Borealis move. Preciously, those two types? My god. The humble Jalusa. We don't talk about Jalusa. It does not do the same thing Luminami does. Not even close. I think your soul's gonna be fine. Okay. Again, I don't think that damage right now... Like, I don't think that the amount of damage that's being thrown out right now is actually that bad. It's really not. Like, people can adapt. Like, okay. There's gonna be things, like, the meta should not forever just be Luminami and Lashent. Shouldn't the meta and the game itself evolve into being something, like, that's just more fun and entertaining than using Luminami and Lashent on the same team and then just winning the game that way? Like, just personally, I just don't... I think that Jamie trying to make Loomians actually deal damage without the need of setup is completely fine. Like, it's completely fine. This game has had very, very little damage output for a very, very long time. I remember a long time ago, Exo, Jamie told me that he wants to give every Loomian in the game options, or like a lot of Loomians in the game options for melee and ranged moves, even if they're not going to use them. Like, he said he would get like Mutagon, Psychoblast, and Boom Bash to me a very, very long time ago. This was during our Color Wheel videos, actually, or not Color Wheel, Type Wheel videos, like so long ago when we did those. It was during that time. So it's okay. It's like giving Chandelure Flare Blitz, right? It's not going to use Flare Blitz, but it has it, right? It has it. So I don't see a reason to mention that, Exo. No, no one misses patch 5. Like, I just like the amount of damage the game has right now. The thing is, I would prefer to lose a game to a Gargolem attack or a Soulburst Imperior that's broken than losing it to a dedicated stall team. I don't know if that is just me, but I prefer to lose a game in 5 minutes than I would in 20 minutes. I feel like you could get rid of Ice Hammer on Lashent. Problem being that you have to get rid of it on Cradle, so it kind of makes it really hard. A Life Orb item, Josh, should be game-changing. Be so cool. Well, Bullet, not... I don't know. I think people are bad into playing stall. Like, I don't think people know how to play stall or use it well in this game. I said this earlier, but I personally think that if a professional Pokemon player played Loomian for 1 month, they'd be the undisputed best player in the entire game. Undisputed best player. It just would not be close. Because Loomian players are just bad. I feel like they're just bad. Granted, Pokemon has had a much longer lifespan of competitive and stuff like that, but it does. I don't know. I just think that Pokemon players would just dominate over Loomian players. Or you can just drop it all, Josh, and just go with Magnify Braum Boost. Easy peasy. I'm not leaving my grandma hanging. I used to watch Pokegame a little bit. Just a little bit, though. It was kind of, I was like a little interested in getting into Pokemon. But I don't know. Pokemon, I feel like I'm too far to get into at this point. Like, competitively get into Pokemon PvP. Or just in general, play on ladder. Because, like, people like Blunder, Pokeaim, Wolfie, all those guys, they are, they already dominate the PvP and competitive scenes. So it's, like, really hard to actually get into it. Like, Freezeye as well. It's hard to get into a thing like that. It's just... I just don't think that the Pokemon genre in general is a good thing to get into unless you're like a TCG scalper. Loomian's not competitive though, Cooper. They don't host tournaments. There's only community hosted tournaments and not official hosted tournaments. I'll probably play some Champions, Isaac, yeah. I don't know, though. I really don't know. I'm hoping it's like Battle Revolution and they have a campaign. Like they had a Battle Revolution because, my god, dude, I loved Battle Revolution when I was a kid. I don't know, Exo. I don't look at the changes until, like, when I review it for my balance patch videos. So I can have, like, my raw reaction to stuff. I just think that Loomian needs to get Route 9 out before focusing on other stuff. How long is that text? Alpha Candy Kapoink. I'm just gonna call it Candy Kapoink. You said you're officially quitting literally every single event, Bullet, and then you end up coming back for the next one. You are literally the average Loomian player. You are the average Loomian player. I'm sorry. Why would Swirl get shadow tag? Call like sticky like what would you even call it? Like sticky something? Hey, you got a Gamma Pyramid, Bullet. That's so good. It would be so awesome. Be so cool. I used a Hotfoot Terraclaw Exo, and then I ran into literally the only person in the entire game running a Hotfoot Terrafly, so I was outsped. Made the famous copy pasta. Yeah, that was funny. They stay because of how good Swirl smells. That's just creepy. My thing about Shadow Tag is then Dorogo gets to use it. Could you imagine Dorogo like getting Shadow Tag and then as like Health Amulet Scapegoat against like Sinogre or something? Could you imagine that? Unfortunately, it doesn't begin to describe my series. Yes, Exo. There's literally I do not think there's literally any reason to use Drop of Youth right now. Like, there's actually no reason to use it. Like, genuinely. What is the reason to use... Oh god, I have to look at this ability. Great. Like, I don't see any reason to use Drop of Youth right now. I don't see it. Drop of Youth needs to become 50%, and then it might have a slight niche over restrictive. I guess it's kind of like Picolio versus Jimby, if that makes sense, where Jimby is actually has a lot more bulk than Picolio does, but it can't run Hulu Blue or something like that. If that makes sense. What if both your restrictive items are already taken? Well, then why are you using a Drop of Youth user? Mega Clefable's cool. I like its little wings. I think it's pretty. I did not hate any of the megas. I didn't hate any of the megas. I can't really think of any one that I directly hated. I can't think of any of them. My top three megas, my top three, I'd probably go with Chandelure. Chandelure's my favorite. Dragalge's in there, and then maybe Electros. Oh my god, Isaac, did you just ban Obsidian? Bruh, Isaac banned Oh my god. He deleted all your messages. Isaac has too much power. I mean, Chandelure is just Chandelure with more Chandelure on it. Like, Mega Chandelure is just another Chandelure on top. The bottom of it. That's it. I'm not excited to sit down and do like 1,000 ZA Royales for all my level up or like my shiny charms so I can hunt shinies. Well then Bullet, you then set yourself up for disappointment. Like you set yourself up for disappointment. That's why I never try to fantasize or imagine things before I see the normal concept. Then I'd be like, it could have looked like this. You know? Grand Gold's get a shiny for every Mega? That's cool. That's a cool one. Mega Floette's just Mary Poppins. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might do the Mega Dex at some point, SA. Or not SA, Cooper. I might do one as a shiny Mega Dex. Maybe even do a shiny Dex at some point. You know what content I would really... Okay, this is going to be kind of a weird thing to bring up. But do you know what kind of content I would much rather be doing than creature captures? I would much rather be doing like RPGs. I honestly really prefer RPGs over creature captures. I'm not gonna lie. I can play RPG games, dungeon crawlers, all that for such a long period of time. They're genuinely so much fun. It's why I loved the dungeons in Doodle World so much. Like genuinely. Only downside being that there's no really super good RPGs on Roblox. There were a couple like solid ones. Runeslayer was pretty good. Defined pretty good, but it was decent. Voxel Blade is great. Like Voxel Blade is great, but problem being it's inconsistent and only has its hype moments whenever updates come out. I tried Pilgrimed, did not get into it. I didn't really like it. There was one that I played a while back. I don't know, just generally, I guess like just I'm trying to think like I know I played a couple of RPGs way back when, and some of them are like shut down right now that I can't even play. Nice Quippo. I mean, it's Absolvement, Exo. Absolvement and an average campaign are out right now. Oh yeah, Arcane Lineage. Man, what a tragedy, dude. I like how we all fought Metrom's Vessel once, and then we were just done. We stopped playing. Because, what's the point? There's nothing to do with that game. But January is going to be the day of genuine happiness. That's the thing. January. Hope everyone's ready. I hope everyone's ready because I will be playing that a lot. Everbloom. Another open test of Everbloom comes out. Everbloom, genuinely, one of the best games I've ever played. Like, here's the thing. Dude, I can't talk about Everbloom enough. Oh my god. Okay, so, let me give you some, like, context of Everbloom, okay? A couple months ago, like, last year, it wasn't even a couple months ago, it was like last year. Yes, you can, Diane. It was like last year, there was an open combat test of this game called, Everbloom that came out. And Your Face one day was like, I want to show you this cool game. So, I joined him, and we start playing this magnum opus of a game, which we didn't know about it yet, Everbloom. Now, Everbloom was a combat game. It was having its open combat test, so you could just figure out the combat, just play around with PvP against people. Literally, the whole thing was just fighting people in an open combat test. There is not enough to talk about. Genuinely. Like, it was some of the smoothest, most fair combat I have ever played. Like, it was actually just the most fair combat I've ever played. It was smooth. It was fun. It was skill-based. Like, there was too much that was good about that game. It was like such a perfect video game. And they shut it down last year, I think, or it was the beginning of this year. I forget when. I think it was last year. But they shut it down because it was an open combat test. It was genuinely tragic. And we were coping for like a month till we were like, oh my god, we need Everbloom back. But they are releasing another test in January. And oh my god. Yes! SA. It was not a game. It was a masterpiece. A masterpiece of an experience. And by the way, it's supposed to be an open world RPG dungeon explorer. Well, you missed out entirely, Exo. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You should have played the game. You actually missed out so bad. Genuinely. Tragic. Actually unfortunate that you missed out on it. I think there's more to the test, Cooper. We don't know, though. They literally just said there's another test in January. That's it. Well, if you... Exo, I'm just gonna say, if you left because you got your ears blasted by a sound effect, oh my god. You're got a fragile ego, huh? I'm just saying. Like, you gotta give games chances. Like, just because you get blasted by sound effects doesn't mean that you should just leave. You know? I will be Obsidian, yes. I'm currently grinding it off camera, though. I need like 600 trainer battles left. But I haven't done too much of it recently. I try to find, like... Eargo. There you go. On 1,000 battles guide? So you mean... Yes, quote unquote Exo, I'd say. Just because it does vastly different things than Ferroglyph does. Vastly. Austin John plays posting 1,000 battles guide, so you mean doing ZA Royale nights, or you just spam the 10 battles in the, in Lena? Probably one of those two. Yeah, which is why you don't do it. 3 battles in that 1-star restaurant? Why not just do the ZA Royale nights? I don't get it. Like, yes, the spamming the 3 battles in the 1-star restaurant is faster, but what are you getting out of it? Tell me, you're getting literally nothing out of it, but you're losing money. Dude, you can't possibly. I understand it takes a while, but would you rather come out an actual billionaire, or would you rather be broke at the end of it? Like, I would rather be able to EV train my shinies the second I can by doing ZA Royale Nights than I would having to do them after and doing manual EV training. I would much rather just take the longer route but get more reward out of it. You can get like 30 to 50 battles done in one ZA Royale Night. Like, that's good. Oh, that's good. Almost 5%. Hello, Amris. How are you? I just personally think that if you want to get the shiny charm, just spamming ZA Royale Nights is better. Plus, it progresses you in the story. Plus, you get to do the challenger battles afterwards to potentially get master balls and golden bottle caps. It's literally just better. It's literally just better to do ZA Royale Nights. Do the same in LL? Like, what? Do 1,000 battles in a row? Yes, Obsidian. The rewards for the challenger tickets actually scale the higher up you go. You can get up to 10 large candies for, I believe it sent me the list. Let me go look. Yeah, so when you get up to 101 streaks in Challenger Royale or ZA Royale, you start getting 10 XP Candy Ls for every win, or a Challenger win. If Ferroglyph got a way to deal passive damage like poison or something, Paramind could see some legitimate use, but I feel like that's the only reason it's not used, is because the only real way for it to deal consistent damage is to use Return to Sender, which is only on one specific side of the offensive spectrum. On top of that, you could use Idiosyncratic with Talent Trade, as you guys were talking about before, which you can do that. That would totally work. But did they do the Talent Trade thing where after they swap out, their abilities go back to normal? Was that a thing yet? I forgot this was one of the Duskets. I don't think I have a pink one. This might hurt because it's at like +7. That's why we need Wobblisk in the back. Oh no. No, Ferroglyph has never had Hypnotize. I'm just gonna go into Dusket and pray it doesn't go for a spirit move. because I'm gonna die if that happens, and then this is gonna be really fun to capture it. Gamma, you're right. No, I've been harmonized. Not really. My luck has not been super great. I can't seem to catch a Dusky that's paralyzed, have 1 HP, with a mental disc. I'm not spending 50 Robux on a pink Dusket. Hello, yeah. 23 Telpity. What do you think we're gonna get? Da 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 da. What's the showcase you want to suggest? Goggles, Solnecta? Oh god. I don't know about that one. I feel like I would just do like Magnify, Light Speed Ray, Pharaoh Blast, and Fire Breath. That could be funny. I've already got an idea, but I don't need the counter team Discord to be sniping me right now, so. Oh, he just confirmed he's in the Discord server that dedicates themselves to sniping my showcases. Yes, gods, it's literally it's a Discord server dedicated to counter teaming me. I know it exists, I just can't prove it. I know it exists, I can't prove it. Do I have? I don't think I actually have the other thing I was going to use for the showcase, which is kind of tragic, but I guess the other one will have to do. Yeah, we know Eat's a confirmed member of the Counter Team Discord. That is true as well. We know I Eat Your Face is a confirmed member. I don't think... No, Eat didn't make the server. He's just a part of it. I think he gives them information. Yeah, Cooper is a stalker. I think Cooper is one of the stalkers, though. I think he's also one of them that confirms whenever I'm doing a showcase, because he knows when I'm online, right? Because he'll tell the Counter Team Discord I'm on, and sometimes he asks what I'm showcasing today. Wait, it's you, Cooper? That makes so much sense now. He asks what I'm showcasing sometimes. You know, I'm feeling kind of quirky. I'm going to delay this by 1. I'm feeling quirky. So, something funny happened. I was in Legends ZA, and I was thinking... I wanted to figure out what moves in the game are really, really good, right? Like, what moves are good, their frame data, their cooldowns, everything like that. Like, all the relevant moves, at least. Like, Thunderbolt, Thunder, something like, Thunder Shock wouldn't be in there. You know, Nuzzle, that wouldn't be in there. Just the, in general, strong moves. And I discovered... I was doing with I Eat Your Face. And I was actually doing an unlisted stream last night. So no one could see it. But apparently, the link was on my YouTube or in my Discord profile. So, oh, that was worth it. So, I'm sitting there, like, doing the normal stream, and then I just see a DM, and it's Cooper, and he's like, hey, your stream's unlisted. You know that, right? And I'm like, yeah? How did you get here? The stream's unlisted! How did you get here? So I'm sitting there, just... Hello? That's not fair. I'm sitting there just confused how he managed to get into the stream. And apparently, he said it's on your Discord profile picture. So I looked, and yeah, my unlisted stream, I meant for nobody to see, was in my Discord profile picture. Or in my Discord profile. Bruh. Seriously? That's how this works now? That's how they're doing these things? They sniped the Twitch stream live. Yeah. Wildly enough. Oh shoot, it's Sob. Dude, we got a Gamma Rainbow with PvP Sob Griefstone. Bruh. Free shard, I guess. Is the showcase idea? Nope. Kebab. I did the same thing again. Oh, that's the point, gods. It's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to reach the very end. The thing is, it's literally the meme of, I know, thing is, like, with the counter team Discord, it's literally the meme of, I know he does this, but I just can't prove it. You know, that meme? I know it's real, but I have no definitive proof. I've literally gotten to the point where I'm so sure it's actually a thing. Like, I'm not kidding. Genuinely. I've gone to the point where it can't possibly be real. Like, if I'm going to showcase Landtorch, suddenly there's like restrictive shield Luminamis literally every single battle, right? If I'm going to showcase Vesperatu with only Spirit and Dark moves, every single fight there's a total Eclipse to Clips. Genuinely. Genuinely. Like, actually, if I go to showcase, if I'm like, oh, I want to showcase a, I don't know, specialization Munch Wheel, there's going to end up being a Malware Phage Knot, right? Like, that's just how it works, and I don't get it. I don't understand how that happened, yeah. It makes no sense. How, like, it was really funny that, yeah, in the showcase I did yesterday of trying to use Gargolan base form, it was funny because there were two battles that I did back to back. Both of them, I led Protagon, they led Mamask, I set up Barbs, and then they clicked Mud Spatter. Hello? What do you mean? And then I swapped into Gargolem after that. And then, like, what? There's like, I know it's real, I just can't prove it. Like, explain how that's even physically possible at this point, dude. I actually genuinely considered What if I did create an alt account and see how a PvP battle would go? You know? Like, I've thought about that. What if I did that? I just see what it would be like. Like, would any of the battles be the same thing? Like, I don't know. Like, I would trade my entire team over there. All of a sudden, the paid actors are gone. I actually do wonder. I can script my videos even more. What do you mean? I'm not Brent Rivera. I don't fake my videos. Alrighty. Rock and roll. I'm almost done anyway. I have 17 minutes. I don't have any proof that is this going to be another... Okay. I don't have any proof that Discord server exists, but I know it's real. That's the thing. I know it's actually a thing. Why is I Eat Your Face in Loomian Legacy, though? Why is he here? Is he live? Oh my god, he's also live. Oh. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize he was also live. Is he? There's no way he's in Loomian Legacy. In the private stream channel. Yeah, he is live. I knew it. And I knew it. I knew it. He's making defensive guys stronger. Oh, his PC froze. Oop. Oh no. His PC broke. I was probably also going to play that class, Cooper. The mage class seems boring. I'm just going to be the priest class. Just because there is an offensive priest subclass. So... yes, the mage actually has a skill tree that buffs summon damage and health. I think it's the necromancer subclass, but that's in the dungeon, which is after you beat the forest. Which is also where the priest subclass I wanted to try is. Why am I trespassing? Someone wanted me to try out the Halloween side. Pretty much, yeah, Cooper. There's two subclasses for mage. There's a Bloodborne Warlock, I think. Bloodkin Warlock, something like that. And then there's Necromancer. Which Necromancer is summon class. Yeah, if you talk to the vampire that's hanging upside down in the tree, the upside down individual, I think, you can become a Bloodborne Warlock by talking to a vampire. I cannot wait to play Everbloom again, dude. It's just 2 months away. Technically. More so like 3 months. I'm hoping it's really, really early January. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh-do-do-do. Well, there are 12 minutes left. The Han moon is orange now. It's not golden, it's orange. Also, SA, correct me if I'm wrong, but has there only been 2 generations of hunters? The Sunset Sisters and then Huntrix? Or were the people during the Hunter's mantra prologue, were those all different people? They looked all like they were the same people. Am I wrong about that? I think that they're the same people. Or is it just different generations? They were different? Oh, okay, gotcha. So wait, what if one generation is just a flop? Does the world end or something? Like, what happens? Is this just in Korea? Like, do the demons only attack Korea? Or is it, like, worldwide? Because the Han Moon protects the whole Earth. Is it, like... I don't know now. I want to know. Are there other hunters in the world? Or do they just target Korea? They don't say it, then it doesn't matter. Dude, I don't know if anyone's familiar with the Miraculous Universe. I've been a fan of it for a very long time. Since, like, the early days of it. And, oh my god, dude. There was a recent clip in the latest season. And, bruh. Bruh. If anyone knows about the bunny clip, then you can know what I'm talking about. You could use... I know Metatoad can one-shot it. You could also use Wrestling. You saw the clip. The hilarious thing is, I know the exact context behind the clip, so I know why that happened. But it was so funny. Can we get to our 64 pity in 10 minutes? No, but we can try. Nine minutes. Ugh. I actually don't know how long the average campaign goes on for. I'm gonna go eat my banana that I brought up here. Because I really I want food. And I'm gonna eat a banana. I guess I am eating Banoki, huh? Anyone know about popular MMOs, by the way? I think everyone knows at this point. But, dang. Up and down roller coaster. Sheesh. Oh, he relapsed, Cooper. Tragically, he relapsed. But relapse is part of the recovery process, so... Hold on. I think the internet is literally just dying or something. Trying to see if I'm right. Yeah, basically, I'm not rich yet. No, not just yet. Working on it, though. Basically, Cooper, he went back and did things after getting out of it. Like, he got out of a bad habit, improved himself, and then went back. That's basically what happened. But almost like a month and a half sober is really, really good. And it is completely normal to relapse after an addiction. It's normal. Some people on the internet had the audacity to say that he was milking it, which is crazy. Oh, we're talking about popular MMOs, Muhammad. Milking an addiction is crazy. Well, she said Mega Floette's got her back, Obsidian, so... I don't understand how she lived. I'm not... Tawny should have died like 3,000 times. Like, when we fought the Dragonite and she was spamming, like, Magical Leaf, I was like, yeah, no, you're done, Tawny. And then we got Dragon and Knight. It's not Dragon and Knight. It is Dragonite Knight. I don't care literally what anybody in the multiverse says. Is Urbane the, or Urbane the male counterpart? No, Cooper, it's called Dragonite. Dragonite. Like, hello? Dragonite. It should have been Dragonite. It should have been Dragonite. Should have been Dragonite Knight. But instead it's Dragonite. Dragonite. It sucks. Like, it's actual garbage. Oh my gosh. Odiaga. Dragonite. Bruh. SA. These puns are too much. I'm afraid because the last time I tried to do some rageful plushie shenanigans, which was yesterday with Gargoyle Base, it all went wrong. It all went wrong. It went so wrong. Think I could seal the Hanmoon? I could do it. Speeder, eat, who else? Jamie. We got this. The Nova Deus trio. We will seal the Hanmoon. 3 minutes left. I think I'll probably activate another boost just to get to pity. Bruh. The ads are automatic. They get placed in. I could spam them. That's fun. I can spam it. I one time spammed it and people were stuck for like 5 minutes. It was so funny. You have an ad blocker? I'm going to explain it. About 2 minutes left on our boost. I cannot wait to stream the release day of Everbloom. I'm so hyped, dude. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so cool. Hello, Crystal. You came at a horrible time. We're just about to end it. We just gotta get to our pity. Yeah, I'm gonna add another boost. One more boost. I'm gonna get to pity, then end it. Because I gotta go somewhere. Could Mega Zygarde solo Sin murder drones? Oh no, you're fine, Crystal. You're fine. Okay, Mega Zygarde versus Sin. I mean, if you really think about it, all Mega Zygarde has to do is hit Sin in her core. Right? Like, she just has to... Mega Zygarde just has to hit Sin in her core. That's it. But I don't know. I feel like it would kind of be close. Lore or gameplay mechanics? I mean, if we did lore, Zygarde just dies, right? Zygarde does die. I think Sin wins. I think Sin wins that. We're 4 from our pity. You know, if the delay worked once, let's try it one more time. Maybe it'll work out. We'll do a singular delay. What Pokemon would absolutely destroy Sin? Am I wrong to say Celebi? She just goes back in time and kills Sin. But wait, does time work like that in the Pokemon universe? And there's no time travel in murder drones that we know of. Dub. A W pity. A low roll half HP plus talking 50%, then either high or crit. Sin gets a low roll. Oh no. Alrighty. Yeah, not awful finds today. We got a... Can my scroll wheel work correctly? Probably not, right? We got a Gamma Speedersonicv today, and then we also got a Gamma Rainbow Wisp Griefstone with an actual ability. So overall, yeah, that was pretty good. But I do have to hop out of here because Grandma needs to go somewhere. But I do hope that everyone enjoyed. And with all of that being said, I will see everybody in the next one. So,